get this one. Saks Fifth Avenue's shoe department may have its own zip code, but Bergdorf Goodman's now has its own union. Yes, a union made up of only employees in the store's, get this, women's shoe department. Georgia Republican Senator Johnny Isakson is blasting the NLRB, saying the labor board has run amok. He joins me now from Washington in a Fox Business exclusive. Senator, why are you so upset by the fact that this is a small union that is being formed within, frankly, a smaller sized department store in the nation? Why is this such a problem for you?
Well, first of all, for 80 years we've had settled law in the United States of America on labor law, but the NLRB, National Labor Relations Board, in a decision called Specialty Health Care, decided a micro unit within a macro facility could unionize themselves. Think about this for a second, and Bergdorf Goodman's a good example. You could go in a department store and organize every different department with a different union. You could have 40 or 50 unions. You'd have no more cross-training. You didn't know who to negotiate with. There's no representation fairness. It is regulation run amok.
Okay, Senator, we talked to the NLRB and they told us that there are no examples of warring unions in a company. And they also said, look, this was the New York board's decision and they were just ruling on an existing law, so nothing here is being done. You obviously are not going to agree with that.
No, I don't agree with that, and that's why we've introduced the Representation Fairness Restoration Act to return the law to what it's been for 80 years so that NLRB can't reinterpret the law and apply it differently.
Let me ask you this. I mean, if you look at the amount, do you think that the board itself, and because it's a small amount, 46 employees we're talking about at Bergdorf's, the women's shoe department only, not the men's shoe department, do you think that the NLRB overall is actually using this as a side ruling to try and get more union representation in companies, or do you think that they were just basically going on the law? Because that is a possibility here, and that's what they told us.
Well, based on all the other rulings that they have had, like quickie elections and things of that nature, they've tried to tip the playing field or unlevel the playing field between management and labor, and this is just another example. There's a technical term for what they've authorized here. It's called salting, where you put one small unit within a company that's not unionized and then use those workers to try and expand the union. That's always been unfair, and it's always not been allowed in labor law, and it shouldn't be allowed.
Senator Isakson, Bergdorf Goodman themselves have not really come out swinging against this, the company themselves. Why do you think that is?
Well, I know the National Retail Association and most all organizations that have multiple departments within their facility, whether it's manufacturing or whether it's retail sales, are all super concerned about this ruling because it runs the risk of causing a major labor management battle in all kinds of facilities.
Senator Isakson, we are certainly going to be following this story here at Fox Business. Thank you for speaking with us exclusively about this.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You know, Dennis, what do you make of this? I mean, not that you're an expert on women's shoes, but
actually, I am an expert on women's shoes, but I have a new government hero. My new hero is Senator Johnny. I think it's great that finally someone's taken on the unions. Can't we just admit it? Business good, unions bad. They're bad for business too often. They have intransigent rules. Okay. Yeah. And next, horse race history in the